Hello and welcome back to Thomas Talks, and today you join me with a BMW 530e Touring. I've got another car on the channel and I've been given this BMW by BMW themselves, so I thought I'd give you guys a quick review of this BMW hybrid. If anybody's unaware, the BMW 5 Series Touring is kind of like a mid-level executive car, but Touring is the estate, so it's the largest estate or wagon if you're watching here in America, over there in America, sorry. As you can see, it's pretty huge. Flip the camera around so that's a little bit better. So prices in the UK just start over £55,000 for the 530e Touring. It uses a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine up front, which produces about 181 brake horsepower. And it has a combined electric motor combined to it, which is an 83 kilowatt hour battery. So that puts out about 248 brake horsepower total, 420 newton meters of torque, and about 310 pound-feet of torque, which makes the benefit in kind about 12% here in the UK because of the 36 grams per kilometre CO2 claimed. As you can see, being a Touring, it is pretty huge. It's about 4.9 metres in length, which just makes it a little bit shy of something like a 7 Series, an Jaguar XJ, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, something of that length. So the 5 Series has grown up and become quite a large car. It's about 1.86 metres wide and about 1.49 metres in height. This is the M Sport, so we do have these double spoke, 18-inch alloy wheels with the little blue emblem around the BMW badge, just to let you know it's a hybrid. This does have the optional Barina Grey Amber Effect metallic paint, which hopefully you can see in this kind of fading sunlight. It's got a little, I'll throw some clips over it, but it does look pretty nice. That's about a £900 option. But apart from that, there's not many options in this car, so I think it's just over £56,000. This one's sitting in front of us. Being the facelift model, we do have the upgraded or new daytime run lights at the front, that kind of separated to go under the halo lights. Bit more of a modern look. We've got a newer grille. You can get options to get all that blacked out if you weren't a fan of the BMW grills, and there are active aero as well, so these vents open and close depending on the engine cooling and what's happening. So around the rear we've got the new LCI, I think it's Life Cycle Impulse BMW call it, real taillights. What I love about the Tourings is the fact you get this split tailgate and everything's electric, which just makes life so much easier. So as you can see, that little parcel shelf comes down, going to open it up. And being a hybrid, unfortunately we do have some boot space robbed with the battery pack. However, we still have a decent amount of boot space, as you can see, quite square, quite flat, nothing too much hindering. We do have little bits on the sides here to pull down the rear seats, which touch of a button, quite smart. And with that in place, we still have 560 litres of boot space, so not too bad. You can obviously fold the rear seats and make it a gigantic area for IKEA hauls. We've got 2 tailpipes at the back, which are quite nice. Quick look in the rear. Anybody's not sure, petrol cap. What I like about BMW as well, we've got all this, whatever the material is here, if it's cloth, leather, etc. This is always padded as well, so you're not getting any hard plastic exposed there. And you have plastic there where your feet are, but it just means you can wash it away quite quickly. Airplane style mat pockets, which I like that. Again, you can see lack of spec just because we've no rear climate, no rear heated seats or anything like that. A little storage area for whatever you need. We do have cup holders here, just like the F10, and child seat points there and there. And again, high quality materials, all continued throughout the cabin. Jump inside the front. Door panel, what you'd expect, door lock, unlock, fuel filler cap, release, boot release, electric windows, mirrors. As you can see, we've got blue stitching against the black leather. Jump in, LCD display in front of us. We've got a nice larger iDrive control system here, which you got with the facelift. It is touchscreen. And listen to this, foot in the brake. Car starts up nice and quiet. Steering wheel's nice and chunky, being an M Sport. cruise control on your left, all your voice and radio controls on the right, and this little stalk on the left will let you cycle through the things in the LCD display screen. As you can see, 36 miles to a gallon and 22 miles of electric range. I've got a little neat little bit of centre console storage here that can be split, which is a nice touch as well. As you can see, rubberised, got a wee light in there, USB-C port, little toy car. But yeah, not too bad, and again, high quality material all throughout. The seats themselves, pretty adjustable, part electric, part manual, so you've got your manual bit there. This is manual for your centre there. And then electric controls down the side to adjust height, back, etc. Climate controls are down here, but area vents are there. Again, it's nice to have knobs you can touch, and you can sync them up as well if you want, same as your passenger, or if you want to have a dual control. This is a little BMW touch. Run your finger across these numbers here, and as you can see, if they were assigned, you could have your phone, you could have an address, a radio station. So at a touch of a button you can go somewhere. Down here we've got 2 cup holders, USB charger, a little bit of storage there for phone, wallet, etc. I think if you get the tech pack, the wireless charging pad goes in there. All the cars get a 8-speed ZF gearbox, black gloss plastic everywhere, so everywhere you touch you're going to get sticky fingers. Being electric, or the hybrid electric, we do have sport, hybrid and electric modes. I just leave it in hybrid, just lets the petrol and electric motor do its own thing. Sports mode, quite funky. Petrol engine will kick in, as you can hear, it all goes red, and we get extra boost popping up, which means that kind of the battery pack gives you, I think, about 40 brake horsepower for 10 seconds, something like that, when you're out on the road. But you can just leave it in hybrid. Auto hold, which just means you can hit the lights, etc. It holds the brakes for you. So let's put it into drive and see what this car can do. I love that when you're setting off, it's silent. You can admire the Scottish countryside behind us just because it's spring, there's some sunshine at least, it's 12 degrees, it's 5 to 5 in the evening now. But this car is really comfortable on the road, much more comfortable and refined than I was expecting. I've driven the diesel 5 Series before, and you can feel the gear shift, you can feel the engine clatter a little bit up front, but probably growing up in Europe you get used to the diesels. And that says at 50, 60. It claims 0 to 60 is 5.9 seconds. In hybrid mode, it wants to, probably not going to be all the power, but I think you put that sports mode and you can really feel it throw you back in the seat. That's a nice feeling. I think maybe I've done the best to kind of make the car have 2 personalities. You put it in that sports mode and it's quite sharp round the corners, a little bit more aggressive. Put it in hybrid mode and it's just like every other kind of hybrid, like comfortable, kind of economical vehicle. But you will be really surprised at how refined this is. You don't feel any of those 8-speed gears for that ZF unit. You don't really hear the petrol unit unless you put into sports mode and you're kind of punting it down the road. So that's quite nice, comfortable, silent, not much road noise. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing too much road noise. We do have the standard BMW sound system in this car. It's alright, I said I like the harman kardon systems in the X3, and I think it's worthwhile getting that if you're into your music and things like that on long trips, because it's just a nice added extra to have the extra speakers. You do feel the difference in the sound system. I do like the fact that it's got some technology such as the backup camera sensors, and because of the size of it, once you're on your road, you don't feel all that. When you're parking it around town, it's quite hard to place a car that's almost 5 metres in length, even with the camera and sensors really. BMW haven't hidden or disguised the length of it, probably for somewhere like America or Middle East, where the roads are quite wide, the parking spaces are huge. This probably feels like a normal sized car, but here, especially in Scotland, you're on these kind of country roads, it does feel gigantic. And I know you can't get other larger BMWs, like the X7 is even larger, but this was big enough on the road for me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on the BMW 530e Touring Game Sport. As I said, it's just a quick kind of show you guys a video of this car from BMW. I like the gadgets, I like how smooth it is. You can plug it in, I think it takes like 8 hours to charge it at night, and you get, I've been getting about 26 miles of electric range. I think claimed to say 33, but that's nice. In fact, you can just drive to work, or you can drive to the shops, and as long as you're not using over 20 miles of range, you don't really have to use your petrol engine, because you can go up to about 80 miles per hour using the electric system. So yeah, you're going to be, if you're wanting to save money and fuel, but you don't want a full electric for the range anxiety, this could be kind of the stepping stone for you. My only kind of minor criticism is the fact it's about £16,000 more than a standard 520i, which is probably the same base unit as this. The 520d, which is maybe 15 grand less than this, it's about £800 more than the petrol. You will still get about 45-50 to a gallon with the diesel. This has been getting about 36 to a gallon using the petrol engine. So you do have to take that in mind, and also the tariff rate to fill up that electric battery, just because, as we all know, come April the tariffs are going to go through the roof. And you can see quotes for 30 pence per kilowatt hour unit, or what it's measured as, whereas right now some people are claiming they've got 7 or 8 pence a unit. So that is going to be a big jump for some people in electric cars and electricity usage. So do bear that in mind. I don't think it's going to be a nice cheap car to run. And part of me, just having owned older BMWs, if you're going to keep this for like 10 years, I wonder how reliable it's going to be, just with all the kind of complicated gubbins versus a standard petrol engine. But that's my only downside. I said, if you're looking for a relatively efficient, comfortable, quiet, spacious car, I would say look no further than this BMW 530e. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.